Alright, greetings and salutations. It's your boy D-Boom. We back. New weeks, new energies. We have Divine Masculine's Karmic Situation. We're going to do Divine Feminine's Karmic Situation. And then, like I say, since I'm on the roll, I'm just going to keep our energies very current for the rest of the week. Just going to wrap up astrology. We got halfway done. We'll get the other half done tomorrow. And like I say, after these karmic messages, we're going to make our way back into divine readings for the week once astrology is all done. So if you ain't checked out astrology, please check those out. I have fire signs finished and water signs finished. So that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. If that's any one of your signs, please go to my page, subscribe, while you at it. On my page, check out the astrology videos. Like I say, those are current energies. Definitely some other jewels you want to get outside the divine scheme of things, okay? So, head, shoulders, knees, and toes on it, and we're going to get with it. I got a BOGO specials popping back off tomorrow for probably about another 48 hours. And then they're going to go out, so you got basically Tuesday and Wednesday to book any BOGOs. I'm doing $40 BOGO. So $40 you get 2 readings, 1 email reading, 1 live reading, 1 low price. I'm also doing regular price, not regular price readings, those are $65. Doing regular, just 1 reading, full reading, live, emailed, either or. Those are $35 for the rest of the year. Life coaching is $150. You get 3 unlimited time sessions plus 1 call. So hit me up if you want to call. Just call me. I mean, text is cool, emails are cool, but I mean, shit, you do that in readings. You know what I mean? You got coaching. Just call me. You know what I mean? I'm here. $150 for full life coaching sessions. I'm doing single sessions for $75. You might want to check that out. Other than that, let's get the shoulders, knees, and toes around, and we will begin. Reading will start in about 4 minutes. So, head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you're making, because everything starts from the mind. Spades. And you got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart, cups, and mind, sword. Must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart mind department? The woman or the feminine does. You got wands, with the wands, actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Wands or knees. What you've done got karma and accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do doesn't mean anything. You're the king of wands, that means you're the king of doing shit. So if you ain't out here doing anything, then that's a problem. It's probably somebody trying to stifle you or trying to clip your wings or keep you from being the go-getter that you are, brother, sis, Then we got pentacles, that's defeat. Pentacles are personal places and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Not just pentacles, things you can actually feel, see, hear. We're talking about pentacles, plateaus, eras, terms, and conditions. Let's get with it. First card on your message, Divine Masculine, overall energy. This is just fairly important, but important as a mofo. We got the 4 wands. This is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. So how this deals with twin flames, like I say, this is homecoming, coming on home. This is reunion, reuniting with your divine counterpart, being back cahoots with your divine counterpart. I mean, it got to be how it was. It's just, you two chatting. Doesn't have to be physical if you're not ready for that. It can just be purely communication. Like I say, just the doors of the twin flame demo being open once again, lines of communication being open once again for you and your twin to do whatever y'all do. If this isn't twin flame related, this deals with matters of the heart. Home is where the heart is. Home is also where the hate is, where some of the greatest become greater, but whatever feels at home to you. It's closely related to where your heart is. You know, aside from your heart and twin flame union recognition, this is the four walls you call your shelter. Whatever home is to you. Like I say, shit that feels at home is where you feel most comfortable. I mean, it's just a place that feels like home. It's people that feel like home. It's things that feel like home. And you know, you want the homely energy around you. It's like you want to nestle yourself with everything that feels like home. You want people that's really deep in your heart, who you really feel at home with around you. You want places that you go to or frequent that feel like home to you, and you got things around you that kind of feels like what home feels like. You know, or at least hold you over until you get back home. That's just fairly important. You having that energy with White Masculine. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Ace of Wands. And this is, like I said, the first step, the first move, the first action to kind of get you back home. You know, it's a process. You know, first of all, you gotta know where home is. Okay, then you gotta do what you gotta do to get home. And ain't just doing the physical stuff to get back to your heart or get your heart back in your life. You know what I'm saying? You also gotta, like I say, evolve. Before God puts you with the love of your life, you have to evolve. First, can't be who you currently are. You're gonna be a new creature, so you at least be on the transition of change. You know, before God finally opens the floodgate of finances and financial abundance in your life, you need to be ready for it, so you don't blow it off, so you don't, you know, so you know what you got and know what it means and know what to do with it. Could be a place. God finally gives you that home. God finally lets you retire. God, you know, whatever it is, fine, master. Just gonna have to make that first step on, like I say, ensuring that, you know. More smoke on the bottom line. This first step, this first move. It also represents like ignition, a fire, you know, just having a fire on your ass to get you moving. Verifying this Ace of Wands, this is bottom line, most important of all. We got the Knight of Pentacles, which is grooming. Like I say, aside from what feels at home to you, aside from getting home, like I say, you got some grooming to do. Like I say, you gotta evolve. You gotta get yourself ready. Like I said, if you're ready to settle down, you know, key ways to help settle down or get you in the mindset of settling down is kind of being by yourself, being alone, you know, so you can transition from being by yourself to being with someone other than, like I said, being with everybody or being with quite a few people. And then when it comes time to finally settle down, you kind of wands doing a lot, doing too much to where like you ain't ready. You know what I mean? You're creating options, you're creating opportunities. Like I say, every action has a reaction. By you doing other actions, you got a lot of reactions here. You know, so the best way to really transition to change, transition to what your heart really wants, is, like I say, kind of be a dog. You know, be potatoes. Subconsciously, this is stuff you don't see, things you aren't aware of, masculine coming into the situation. You got the Four of Swords. It's that idle mind. You know, what's idle mind? It's the devil's workshop. Why is idle mind the devil's workshop? Because you stagnant. You stuck mentally. You know, you gotta know where you're going. You gotta at least be focused. And focus is the card right after this, the Five of Swords. That's focus. Being focused is at least out your head. You in your head. I told you, idle mind is kryptonite to a divine masculine. It's kryptonite. That's your kryptonite. Being clipped, being limited, being restricted. Like a person telling you can't do certain shit. Terms and conditions. Okay, it's like when you get older and you know you go see the doctor and your health's failing and you got to switch everything up. Like I say, transition. You got to diet. Certain things you got to let go of. Certain things you can't have anymore. Certain things you got to go without. It's gonna be fun, like not fun because everybody probably eating good or doing trips or people. It's like you gotta switch your diet like drastically, like extreme change. Like you can't even eat a lot of shit you used to eat anymore. You can't drink a lot of shit you used to drink anymore. You can't do certain activities that you used to be able to do on a regular for the sake of your life. So it's like you have to spend time to yourself. Wifey, like, look, I'm not finna be eating that shit you be eating, all right? I'm about to go out and get some real food out here, and I don't want to eat it in front of you because I don't want to make you feel bad and shit. So me and the girls gonna go out and eat, have fun with your dinner and shit. And it's just like, it's at least a respectful way. It's better than her getting that shit, bringing it home for you to smell it and watch her scarf that shit and mad that you can't eat that shit anymore. It's like a person that's not smoking cigarettes or not smoking weed anymore or off the wagon, not trying to drink. It's like you back on the wagon, and it's just like you trying to cut down on your alcohol intake, and it's like you get around that friend that stay drunk, that stay high. It's like, I got this is myself. Going through change right now. I don't want to open myself up to shit that I'm closing myself to. That type of energy. But you in your head, and usually when you in an idle mind, it's like I said, you don't know what to do. Usually when you don't know what to do is you in the midst of change. And change is represented by the Seven of Pentacles in my deck, which is the Riri card. The reason why you idle mind is because, like I said, you're gonna have to redirect something, review something, renege on something, release something, remove something, reverse maybe, rehash on something, go to rehab or something before you relapse or something. You know what I'm saying? This is just like reunion, reuniting, reconciliation, Riri. Like you was going in one direction, now you see you need to go in a whole nother direction because you have to or you need to right now. Like I said, it's a lot of shit. Like I said, you're thinking pretty hard. I can see you trying to make a very important decision. And I see that you're really torn between what your heart wants and what direction or decision you feel you should make for some force outside of yourself, whether that's religious based. Feel God will be ashamed of you or won't approve of the move you're gonna make with your life right now. Family or tradition, or how you was brought up and what's right or wrong and all that shit. Like I say, at least if you live in your life, your own life, and living for yourself, there ain't that much regret. There ain't that much grief. Ain't that much regress feelings. Living your own life or living the life that you want to live, that you choose to live. Your own fucking life. Not the life somebody wants for you. Not the life your family wants for you. Not the life your race feels you should have and shit. Like, subconscious though. It's like I say, it's shit that you don't see. Shit that's happening inside. Good part about it, you directly, consciously, energy you going into or coming out of. We got the Six of Wands. And this is wins, victories, and celebration. If it's in your head, you're finally gonna get out. Like I say, you're gonna follow your heart. Like Toucan Sam, you're gonna follow your nose. Wherever it goes. Wherever it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you finally put in your mind to move forward. And you know what step to take. Not only do you know what step to take, you know exactly what you need to do. Thus, you have a plan. Or you had a plan. You're going to get some wins, victories, and celebrations. These wins, little wins, they're little. They're big to you, but they're small probably to anybody else other than maybe your divine counterpart or some shit like that. But you're going to get some small wins, some small victories. And you're going to be doing some small celebrations. And by the time the celebrations start happening, like I said, that's what you're going to use to really embrace yourself into your whole new chapter. One theme I've been seeing, during this week and last week is like, just change. I just see like masculines, divine masculines mostly, are entering a new chapter, are entering a new phase, or entering a new place in their life. It's basically based on them, what's best for them, what they need to do, so they can, like I say, live a better, happier, healthier life. Instead of it being all business, instead of it being all family, instead of it being everything but like what they want it to be type situation. So, you know, you're going to get the victory. It's been a long awaited battle, but you're going to get the victory. You're going to have something to celebrate. It's been a lot of L's, but there have been lessons, not losses. It's been a lot of L's, but now you can finally get them dubs. You can finally get the victory. You'll finally get the peace of knowing that not only are you fighting the good fight, but like I said, you're starting to finally win the war. You've been winning a lot of battles, but it's like the war is finally coming to an end. And you're looking like the victor. Whatever you're fighting with. Demons, you know, terms and conditions, agreements, contracts and shit, you know, that type of shit. As far as the feminine energy, things you don't see, and this is in regards to the divine feminine, the karmic feminines in your life, women in general, you know what I'm saying? We got the Two of Swords. And this is, like I say, options, free will, or a fork in the road. Options, free will, or a fork in the road. Let's put some more smoke on this. Got the divine feminine. It just popped up in your energy. And this is subconsciously, indirectly, you know. This is in the back of your mind. This is, like I say, stuff you ain't seeing yet. So when it comes to your divine counterpart, your twin flame, your divine feminine, you got options, free will, and a fork in the road. It's either one, two of these things, or all of them. Options. Yeah, you got a karmic demo, but like I said, you got options. You've always had options. Like, yes, you're in your current love demo, but it's like I said, you always got an option. What's the other option? That you can actually be with your other half, be with your divine counterpart, like actually, like, be. You know, something that you denied yourself, something that you really didn't see could happen, but you finally actually can see the direction you can go with that, or the decision you can make in regards to that. This is also, like I say, all the times you self-sabotage the situation to destroy it. You know, so you can sleep better at night, knowing that there ain't a chance. So you can, like I say, stop dwelling on it. Really, it's what you wanted, but it's not gonna work out with the, like I say, your current family demo, your current whatever. You know, we saw Ten of Swords too this week. As far as permanent endings that show up in divorces, show up in death, show up in, like I say, I see doors closing, new doors opening. I see chapters wrapping up and a new chapter being presented amongst the masculines right now. A switch in career, a switch in locations, a switch with partners, you know what I'm saying? I just see a switch going on. And as far as you is concerned, divine masculine, you always had options with your divine feminine. Free will. Like I said, you got the free will to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do with your divine feminine, whether that was deal with her, not deal with her, keep her around, keep her distance from her. You could be a she could be a he, you know how we rocking, to take this twin flame situation serious or not, to take your divine counterpart serious or not. The reason why I'm talking about your divine feminine so damn much is because, like I say, she's out here in your energy, not just in your energy, she's in your subconscious. Usually when your twin flames in your subconscious, like I say, she's just imprinted on your mind right now. Have dreams about your divine counterparts and shit like that. And if it ain't your twin flame, it could just be a divine feminine, another divine feminine, a good divine feminine. You know, a good woman, good female, good feminine energy. Could be a guy, so it could be a good person. All right. You do got a fork in the road. Like I say, where's your divine feminine mostly? Home. Your home is where your heart is. Feminine is in your heart too. So not only is home in your heart, your feminine resides in your heart, unless your feminine is home or feels most like home. What's home? That's the fourth, fifth dimension. That's the infinite. That's Zion. That's the real world. That's not this fucking world we physically live in. Masculines, you see what the world consists of. You see what people in the world consist of. But you also see what world your feminine live in. It's not this one. Say your feminine goes through hell and high water, but still keeps a smile on her face. Her feminine, you know, you put your feminine through so much shit, but she still keeps that unconditional love and respect there for you. Like, she obviously must live on another planet. She obviously must be in another realm. Because she going through shit just like you going through shit, but it's just her outlook is different. She's more optimistic on shit. Almost as if she knows something. Almost as if she kind of got a handle on some shit that you used to be familiar with, or that kind of seems like home to you. That's another thing. Like, I was talking about a client the other day doing some life coaching and shit. I'm like, you remember how it was when you first met your master? Like I say, they was like your shadow. They was playing you close as a motherfucker, as if you had something they needed, as if you had something going on that they kind of wanted to get going too. You know, almost like. I mean, like I said, my twin definitely played me close. I'm sure your twin plays you close. Like, I mean, that's how it is in the beginning. Madison plays you close as a motherfucker. It was a different type of tune. You directly, consciously, when it comes to yourself with the feminine divine masculine. You got the King of Pentacles. This is a master manifester. This is an alchemist. This is a magician. It's a wizard. It's just a motherfucker that can manifest whatever the fuck they want. You're the King of Wands, Divine Masculine, which means you're the king of doing shit. And since you're the king of doing shit, that also makes you the king of manifesting shit. Whatever the fuck you want out here. That's what you're good at doing. Getting what you want. You know? Aside from an alchemist, a wizard, a master manifester, this can represent a karmic masculine. It's a karmic message, right? Said it before, I keep saying it. If you in a karmic demo, that means you're dating a karmic masculine or dating a karmic feminine. Let's just say you marry this person. Or like I say, this person is your main. It's the person you can't leave alone, the person you spend most of your time with, you give most of your energy and resources to, or the person because you probably ain't got no resources, nothing like that. The person you take the most time from or take the most resources from, or the person you, like I say, who has you around the most. You know, it's just like you become them. Karmic feminines are only worth the pinnacle that's attached to them. See this karmic masculine? It's a pinnacle right here. What makes this karmic masculine so great? This pinnacle he possesses. But if he don't have this pinnacle, he's nothing. No thing. What's a pinnacle? A person, place, or a thing. Something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. This motherfucker got bread. That's what makes him valuable. Without money, he's just another person. Regular ass person. This person has notoriety, fame, or reputation. You know, he's a plug thug. You know, this is like a title. He's a doctor. He's an alderman. He's a mayor. He's somebody. It's something. But like I said, the thing with these mayor terms and boss terms and shit like that, it's only temporary. You're not gonna be CEO forever. They're gonna choose new CEOs. They're gonna choose new politicians. They're gonna choose new directors and supervisors and shit like that. It's temporary. Whatever this juice is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, without this pinnacle, you're nobody. What I mean you're nobody is, like I say, a rich person who's just known for being rich or just known for the shit that they have. When that shit's not there, they're not gonna know how to handle that. They'd rather die and kill their whole family and shit and then have him and his family be broke around this motherfucker. Like, you know, a person who come from nothing really gains the world because, like I say, I come from nothing. I turn a little into a lot. I could take nothing and make it into something. To keep me straight out here. So imagine if I had a lot to create with. Imagine if I was rich. Imagine if I did have a whole, I don't know, warehouse, company, business, property that I can actually create jobs for my community with. Have enough money to give back to a place that I know gonna do something with the bread. I know who needs shit. I know who hurting. I know what neighborhood need grocery stores because it's a whole food desert. I know what schools motherfucking need shit to help battle these kids. Academic fucking it's a whole goddamn what's the word I'm looking for? Happens like with viruses and shit, like what the coronavirus was. Epidemic. It's a fucking epidemic in education right now, post COVID. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what to do with resources. But like I said, it's shit is gatekept, man. Shit, you know, they're not gonna give bread to the people who gonna do good with it. They're gonna give it to people that's gonna blow it. It's just how shit goes. I'm saying all that shit to say this. Like, you know, you become what? You become the very thing you feel you need. Status, money, connections, resources. It's something that made you fuck with this karmic feminine so tough. And her imprint rubbed off on you. So just like her, if this thing goes, there goes you. How can you function without this money? How can you function without this title, this position? You know, that's why it needs to be what you do and that makes you great, or the type of person that you are that makes you great. You was great before this title. You was good before the money. You was straight before the pinnacles arrived. But if it's the pinnacles that make you great, then like I say, then you're not great at all. So you're starting to see that these people who you think got shit going on have nothing at all. I told you, you can be a celebrity, you can be rich as fuck and have no life of your own. It's like Robert Williams, man. This motherfucker is beloved by the whole country, except for his own family. You know, that was part of his demise. It's like, yo, I'm America's dad, but I can't even be a dad at my own home. Like, I'm the family man in all these fucking movies, and I'm making family smile around this bitch, but I can't get a reaction out of my own fucking family. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know, money could be the worst thing. Fame could be the worst shit that ever happened to you. Like I said, you know, you can have nothing and have everything. Like me in my situation. Like I say, I'm like a monk. The way I'm living, like like a monk. For real, for real. I'm like Takat, what's that blind swordsman name? Satoichi. You know? Like Bill from Kill Bill, like when he played Kung Fu back in the day and shit. Just going from town to town, city to city, just, you know, stirring up shit, seeing what I can get into, earning my keep, having adventures and experiences and learning from it. It's just me out here. I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I can do that. And whatever you can do to my feminine, your masculine can kind of do the same shit. Y'all kind of the same person. Y'all kind of like it the same shit. Y'all are the same people. The same kind of people. So whatever your masculine getting into feminine, you can kind of get into the same shit. Given the person that you are. But yeah, you become too much like the karmics you hang around. You too much like your friends. You too much like your karmic feminine. And she's the feminine, bro. Not a good look. Like I said, you a whole identity. You original as fuck, but like I said, you keep diluting yourself with these fake off-brand sauces and shit, man. Like you're the smartest person you know. You're the wisest person you know. You're the most connected person you know. You just feel since you don't have pinnacles that you aren't worthy. When this don't make you worthy. You make yourself worthy. So like I say, you just in a pinnacle complex. You doing everything you can do to keep pinnacles in your life so you can kind of do what you need to do. And you content with that, but you forgetting that these ain't really your pinnacles. I mean, it might be yours for now, but I mean, it ain't going to be later. Get what I'm saying? Wrapping you up as far as yourself, personally, masculine. You got the Knight of Cups. And this is my Romeo card, as in like Romeo and Juliet. You know, as in like Romeo, Casanova, you know, Don Quixote, the Dos Equis guy. Who else is cool? It's like the Gecko from the Geico commercials. How chill he is, how cool he is, how he's just all around the world just seeing shit and just having fun and, you know, the life of the party and shit like that. You know, it's just like, yeah, it's like the Dos Equis guy. You know what make the Dos Equis guy more mature? Dos Equis guy getting married to a wife who's just as adventurous as he is, who's just like him. You know, like you always see the Dos Equis guy, right? He's sitting next to two badass bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you seeing him with his wife. That'll give him more mystique. It's like, oh shit, this is Miss Dos Equis. Like, hey Miss Equis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be a cool motherfucker to be with the coolest motherfucker in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit. You know, that's what your wife becomes, your physical extension of you. And she becomes, you know, you become a physical extension of her. It's like your parents tell you when you out in public and shit. All right, motherfucker, you represent me out here, so make sure you acting right. Even when I ain't with your ass, make sure you're in your best behavior. Because if I hear you been acting up, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna fuck you up. So, you know, represent me right. You know what I'm saying? I'm your mama. I'm at the end and shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know my motherfucking repertoire out here. You know, and you know I raise good kids out here. So you make sure you show them that shit. Because I'm telling you, you act stupid, keep your motherfucking mouth closed, be telling them motherfucking business and shit, but have fun and act right. And, you know, just the talk. It's like, yo, a lot of juvenile shit is dead. You know, it's like the Dos Equis guys settling down. It's like, you know what, I've traveled the world, I've done all kind of shit. Like, literally seen the world. I had like a big ass adventure, man. And you know what? You know, now it's time for me to go to the next chapter of my life. And like I say, that's just being married. This is the hardest thing to do. Settling down, you know what I'm saying? Finally getting in line. Like, I'm 37 and that pressure hit me. So I can imagine how my divine masculine feel, you know what I'm saying? He's 29 years older than me, to be technical. He's a little bit older than me and shit, but I can only imagine how he feels. Or what he's doing right now. So yeah, it's just growing up. You've realized you've had your fun, you've celebrated. Like I say, you've had a lot to celebrate. You survived a lot. You've really made it. You know, you made it through a lot of shit a lot of people wouldn't have made it from. A lot of people wouldn't have made it from. Like, you blessed beyond measure. And you really starting to see how blessed you are. You're really starting to see how blessed you are. And who you really have in your life and what truly means the world to you. Who's in your heart and who's not. And that's just subconscious. Just kind of being in your feelings, knowing that you need to kind of, in the back of your head and in the back of your heart, knowing that it's time. It's time. And you directly in regards to yourself, we got the Lucy Liu card, the Queen of Swords. It's a badass energy, a good ass energy. When I say bad, I mean good. That's bad meaning good. Queen of Swords. That's being 10 toes the fuck down on a mental direction. That's being 10 toes the fuck down on a decision. Now, going back to this, the Two of Swords you have with the Divine Feminine clarifying it. You have options, free will, and a fork in the road. The choice you need to make with your Divine Feminine, Queen, you need to be 10 toes the fuck down on it. You know, be serious about it. Like I said, it's time. You know what you need to do. Four Wands. It's the first card that came out in this message. Twin Flame Union Recognition. It's time to come back. It's time to come back home. You don't want to come back home. You wish you could kind of stay where you at right now. You wish you could kind of have a life where you at right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, reality is setting in. Even if you could stay, you still got to get back home. So, future final roll, wrapping this up. Master, you got the 10 of Wands. This is a temporary ending. It's just pumping the brakes on something you're passionate about so you can focus on what needs to be done. It's just chilling out on what you want to do what needs to be done. You can always do what you want. But right now, you have to do what needs to happen. You have to do what you need to do right now. Needs before wants. And what's the main thing you're really pumping the brakes on? Everything. Because like I say, Seven of Pentacles clarifying this 10 of Wands. This is change. Like I say, you got to pump the brakes on your current situation because you know change is on the horizon. Like I say, it's a switch up on everything. Rereads. Like I say, 7 REs you need to do. You need to stop. Stop and realize something. Stop and review something. Stop. It's like a timeout. Like, hold up. We on they dog. It's like stopping to go in reverse, stopping to renege on something, stopping to release something, stop so you can fucking regress. You know, it's a change. You need to stop and change something. It's just going back and tweaking something. You made a mistake. Proofreading, you see you misspelled some shit. Now you going back, stopping what you was doing because you was gonna publish it. You was gonna save it. Now you stopping and you redoing it and then saving it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get this right, whatever this is. This change has to happen. You know, this decision you need to make it. It's a decision, like I said, you've been wanting to make that you've been kind of waiting this long to make. It's just like I say, it's just the energy of a person knowing they got to settle down. So you've been having fun. You've been doing everything under the sun and really get your little, really sow your royal oats and really, energy of a man before marriage, man. And you build it up until like I said, it's like the bachelor party before the wedding. And the bachelorette party before the wedding. This don't mean, like I say, you go out here and act a goddamn fool and do some shit you gonna regret next day getting married. This ain't your bachelor party and bachelorette party ain't a fucking green light to go out here and, like I say, recapture old moments and fucking do your last fucking goodbyes. Emphasis on the fucking. No, like it's past that. What you're doing is just celebrating going to a new chapter. That's why I don't get bachelorettes. Like, why bring strippers? Why is it sexy? Okay, why don't y'all do some new? You know what I mean? It's just stupid as hell. Why, you just get a reminder of what you ain't gonna get at the crib. Like get a reminder of what you gonna miss or something like that. That's backwards. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a celebration, but what do you really celebrate? Nah, it's like Madison's bachelor party. It's just like I say, him and his friends going on a big ass fishing boat to go fish. They think it's bitches. Like, yo, what hoes at? Like, what you got some bitches in this boat? Where the bitches at? It's like, yo, fuck, it ain't about that. Like, I'm with my brothers. I'm gonna need y'all later when I get married and shit, nigga. I'm just really trying to get a little team meeting to see who really my niggas and who really ain't. Y'all niggas was just here to have a good time. I'm sorry if I bust y'all bubble, but I'm here on some business. I'm just trying to have a good talk with my homies, with my day ones, with my so-called guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to be married, nigga. I'm finna get the clamp put on me and shit. Like, I'm gonna need y'all niggas, man. This is gonna be me and wifey, bro. Like, it's gonna be good to have my boys. I ain't gonna be kicking it with y'all niggas like I was kicking it with y'all niggas, but hey, just wanna see if y'all niggas is here. I'm about to embark on some whole new shit. And I can't be fucking with y'all niggas like I've been fucking with y'all niggas when I get married. It's just dead. I'm hanging my jersey up, player. This nigga's hanging his jersey up. I'm hanging my jersey up, player. It's that type of energy. And you low key embracing it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, it's gonna be some sacrifices made. It's gonna be some hearts broken. It's gonna be some people mad. It's gonna be some side eyes. It's gonna be some Scooby Doo noises. Or like, damn, I see you going in a whole different direction. I see whatever the fuck you doing, what you want to do. You doing what your heart needs you to do right now. Where your path is leading you to right now. What God wants you to do right now. For you, all this shit is for you. For you to be happy. For you to be blessed. For you to get the victory, nigga. You know. Final card of this message. You directly, consciously go into the future. You got the 5 of Swords, and this is just focus. It's time to focus. What you mainly focusing on right now? Eight of Swords. Self-imposed prison, an invisible prison, false sense of entitlement, false sense of security, or what I like to call the boogeyman effect. Putting too much focus on the invisible prison. That is union. That is returning home. That is settling down. Like I say. Like I said, at least you're thinking about it. But don't overthink. Because this is energy like you just overthinking it. It's like, man, I'm really going to be clamped. Like, I really ain't going to be able to do a lot of shit. Like, man, I mean, damn. I'm losing my, I ain't just, like, I'm gaining a wife. But I'm losing my identity, man. Like, oh my god, this shit is gonna suck. Like, I mean, it's not gonna suck. Like, why did I say that? Like, it's gonna be the best thing ever happened to me. Like I said, it's like a tell you, motherfucker, scared. You're just going through a whole wave of emotions. First wave is he's excited. Like, man, I'm glad I'm finally gonna do this. And then it's like, oh shit, I'm really doing this. Then it's like, fuck, I done told everybody know now, like I'm already there. And then like it's actually starting to happen. Like time ticking is a bitch. Like it's kinda like next week type shit. And you just nervous. It's like fuck. Finally here. Like what like oh shit. It's I've been ducking this shit for a minute. Like I've been taking a break from this shit for a minute. I told you. Some flame shit is like Jumanji. To start this game, you two gotta finish this motherfucking game. Like you two have to finish this shit. The game won't continue unless both people are present. And you can stop playing this shit for decades, 20, 30 years. You still gonna have to play the game. Still gonna have to pick them dice up and finish this shit. And the game is very scary, isn't it? But it's alright. That's what I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D Boom. Holla at me if you need any services. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Definitely got them BOGO specials popping off tomorrow. You can already get a heads up on that if you want to. Check me out. 100.